We've been having a big thing for about the last 3 weeks. They're stealing road signs. They're road name signs. We're just going through them. Duke's Barrel, I talked to the sheriff's department about it. I don't know, it's almost impossible. But they're literally pulling them out of the ground, removing road name signs. So.
Well, I do have one thing that I want to put on the record because I've received several calls that complain about a road that was paved in the county, saying that I voted to pave that road. Now, how do you distinguish what roads are paved in the county?
Well, how do I distinguish? I go out and look, I consider what thoroughfare, how much traffic it did. We have what I call major thoroughfare roads. Then I have the secondaries. What I do is go out and determine it. It looks like the road is falling apart, soft spots in it, which is what I'm dealing with on Atkinsonville Road. Now, that's what we're doing is because ever since that flood, you have soft spots in that road. And I'm trying to catch them before it just will be such a large expense to fix. I don't think, I've never asked for any approval from the commissioners to do a road. I'll tell you I've done one, and I have an explanation for each one I've done and why I've done it.
But I just want to put on the record, the commissioners don't vote on what roads get paved in the county.
You're asking to change the name of the road, correct?
That's right. Here's who it would affect, sir. There are 5 families on this road, okay? The Amish right there, I've talked to all of them. They are Amish and they will not agree or disagree. They won't sign any federal papers or government papers. They don't want to cooperate, but they don't care either way. My son lives over here. He's signed. Tom Jackson, whose parents were named and they're long gone, he doesn't have a home there or anything. There's nothing there. There's just land there. He comes there once on a weekend, so he doesn't have an address there. We have ours there, and my son that's up here has his on this road too. That's the way the post office assigned it, right on this road. And that's all that it affects. So you have here three of the 4 families signed.
I think we've done everything for our attorney.
We just need about our regular next meeting will be 2 weeks from now. Matter of fact, it's an afternoon meeting at 4 o'clock and all, and they can take it up at that time to see if they've got all the information.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm here for the Communal Community Center. We're doing a feasibility study, and the RFQs were due about a month or so ago. The committee has done the evaluations on those RFQs, and they've done interviews. And so now they're just looking for approval from the commissioners to enter into a scope and fee with design, it's Kirkwood Design Studio out of Bloomington. That's who, based on the evaluation and the interviews, that's who they've selected. But since the county is the lead applicant on this application, we need the committee's approval to enter into that with Kirkwood Design Studio. I do have some signature pages here for the application. I don't know if you want to go ahead and sign these now.
You probably need to do a motion.
Motion,
to
make a
approve
motion
it.
to sign the application with QNOT. The board's already kept it on.
Got a motion on the floor. Second by Rich Fowles. All in favor?
Aye.
This here is your copies. This one shows basically what we're going to do, where the wall is right now with the recess like this. This is the one that's been killed in action, we said there in front. You're going back 4 foot, 3 foot, well, it'll be 4 foot something here, 3 foot here. We've got 9 foot from here to the flood, okay? We're gonna bring this wall up like this. They will be somewhere between 660 to 720 names that can be put on this wall here. You can stand on the ground, read every name on this wall. Also, it's going to be doubled. We can also put names on the back side here that be facing the courthouse. Well, no, this is going to be more or less probably the pea gravel and stuff like that where the grass will come back up through it. Because nobody will really have to walk through here because, like I say, they can stand right down here on the sidewalk and read every name that's on it.
So this is gonna be elevated.
This will be up above this one here,
Okay.
okay?
And it's how far back, how many feet back?
It's, from the center point right here, he's got 4 foot, I think it's like 3'6" right here in this one area, 4 foot on each side back here.
Okay.
And there's a lag that comes off on the right like here because you gotta have something more or less to support this wall also. And they'll be able to put somewhere between 15 and 30 names on this section right here too. So all total, on both sides of this wall, you're talking somewhere between 660 to 720 names that can go on this wall. Hopefully, I won't be able to work on the next one, before this one gets figured out. I mean, you're talking quite a few names, but you also got quite a few veterans from Owen County that's in Iraq and Afghanistan right now. They're already calling on the last article that was put in the paper about me information for the new one.
I make a motion to approve. Next meeting.
Yeah. We got a motion on the floor. Second. Rich Fouch. All in favor?
Aye.
I'd like to start off with the pod site resolution. As Rich knows, part of the advisory council that oversees my position assigned a committee to work on what they call a pod. And that's not to be confused with the health department's pod. What this pod is, a point of distribution, what pod stands for. And it is for handing out life essential items at the time of a disaster, like food, water, tarps, ice, that type of thing. We obviously need a real good location to do that, and we're trying to get a place set up at the high school to do that. We looked at several locations. The committee thought the high school location was best.
Now, Jack, will this interfere at any point with the health department's?
No, the health department would be, anytime they're going to be given vaccinations, and I think the chances are greater than 1 in a million that we'd ever have an earthquake or tornado at the same time we're having a mass vaccination. Those chances are so minimal that I think we can proceed forward with this and be pretty safe.
We've started a new initiative with Bloomington Hospital to get patients to the cath lab a lot quicker. What we're looking at with this new initiative with Bloomington Hospital is to be able to, from the time that EMS comes in contact with the patient to the time the patient's coronary artery is open, less than 90 minutes. And we beat that by 7 minutes, so 83 minutes. This happens 2 or 3 times a week in Owen County. So this is the first time that they've actually sent us pictures, and as, of course, this is a new initiative we've started with, but this is the first time they've actually sent pictures and emails back and forth.